Hey guys, Joel with Headhunters Customs here, and I just wanted to show off the finished arm, top torso. I had to make my mix a little bit different, using a resin that's super flexible mixed with one of the new resins that came out that's supposed to be for engineering type people, so it doesn't just rub and wear and tear immediately. You'll notice with resins that if you rub them a lot, eat all this white stuff. Now, given it's in white, you're not going to tell. Just kidding. Anyway, yeah, I'm excited, and it's already working really well. This is probably 4 or 5 prototypes in for this arm, different joints, discovered different things. It was an interesting process, and I really thoroughly enjoyed the methodicalness of it. Sometimes life is too frilly and go with the flow, and sometimes it's kind of nice to just do something that's just methodical, of just little bit, fix a little bit, so it was kind of fun. I don't know if I want to do that all the time, but anyway, I still got to make the wrists and the hands, but I just wanted to really show off the arms, especially since I was noticing that with the resin I was using, that there was a split occurring because of the stress of the elbow going into it, and on the forearm, unfortunately, I used to have no gap, so I have now since messed that up a little bit, which is a little unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. It's an action figure after all, and for the most part, as I said, I'm going to make this super customizable, so you'll probably not even have a bare arm for the most part. You might have bracers or robot arms in general, but just wanted to kind of show you guys how it works. So it's not so loose. You can't just I don't know. It's not an action. How do I put this? It's not injection molded. So I can't just take this arm and go woo 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 like you would with an action figure. Like if I took this action figure, yeah, and that's even pretty tight to be honest. But it's injection molded. It's not falling apart. This you can't really just do that because of how I had to make some of the joints. But as long as you grab the whole arm, it's nice and easy. So as long as you grab it right here, you're in good shape. Just don't, if you grab it right there, you're just going to bend the elbow. But it's nice and firm, and you want firm because most of you guys are doing action figure shots anyway. It's not like this is going to your children, so this is perfect. I move it and it stays where I move it. The elbow, turn that all the way around. The forearm, as I said, it can turn around too. You're not really going to be turning it unless you have a different part on it, but that goes all the way around. As I just noticed that I'm careful with it. I'm not just throwing it around like an action figure, but it is 3D printed. It still has whatever there, but to that effect, I feel confident selling it. I feel very confident selling it. I try not to be selling stuff that's garbage. It's sad to me when people choose to do that. But I think in fairness, this is probably more solid than some injection mold action figures you're going to come across. So I'm using a flexible resin and anti-wear mix for the torso and for the main body parts. The joints are just a really hard anti-wear mix. Or no, it's not even a mix. It's just a hard anti-wear stuff. So the main resin you're seeing is a mixture. The other one is just one there, but that's going to be a trade secret. Which ones I use. So anyway, though, it's very, very reliable. This has been sitting around for over a day, and no splits, no cracking, no cuts. Only one that I had up here was just right here, and that's because I had to remove the joint that was originally in it. So that's such a solid feeling joint that once you put it in there, you keep it in there. You don't remove it. So make sure you paint them completely before you piece them together. But yeah, I'm not going to take this one apart. That's not what this video is about. This is just kind of showing off, you know, where you put it, it stays. It feels fantastic, looks fantastic, and I'm very excited to go ahead and finish the wrist, hands, and the rest of the female body. We're going to make this a 100% 3D printed figure, and I'm excited to release such a thing that feels so good. It really feels like an action figure, so excited about it, excited to release it to you guys. So that way, you know, no more waiting on China. You know, I'm wanting to place it at a pretty competitive price point. You will have to assemble them, but at that point, as I said, if it's coming in white, you're gonna, for the most part, paint it anyway. So needs to be unassembled. Otherwise, you know, how are you gonna paint it properly? So worked really hard to kind of make it all smooth and look about as flush as I could. I have the forearm overlapping the bicep, and it's just such a smooth action. It just feels so smooth and good. As I said, the only thing that's just a little bit difficult is just posing the joint area or the shoulder area, but even that's not that bad. You just make sure you move it up here, not down here. So yeah, I know that the technology is always evolving, and I'm always willing to look for newer and better as things come out, but for the time being, I think this will be really well and successful, and can't wait to show you the hands. And once I get the hands made, then we'll do a tutorial on how to put the arm and hands together, and they'll be in my shop soon. So we'll start with the torso and arms just to kind of judge how well this will be received, and go from there. So thanks for listening, guys, if you've made it to this point, and I hope you have a great day.